friends that will go to the games for you. You know, like you're not true Spartan if you can't go to the game on
I hear
Thanksgiving
you.
week. Like he would call out the season ticket holders,
But there's
even though
some
he's the basketball coach and he'd call them out. But
I
like
hear
now
you though.
now they've been going to like Ford Field for the game. Like they've been
Yeah,
going to like Detroit to like do the game now,
that's
trying to get
probably
like a
better.
different fan base. Like
That's
it's kind
better
of
though.
weird.
That's probably a better call because I mean, at least it's comfortable and
It's
like
more comfortable, right? And then
because
yeah,
I've thought about now going. I mean, I'm a diehard Mizzou fan, but there's been like some years, right? And I mean, our team's been good for the last like 10 years, but like there's been a couple of years like on Black Friday because like you have big Thanksgiving, you're like just wanting to chill that whole weekend. There's so many good games on like on TV, and I'm like, do I want to drive 100 miles out to Mizzou and just sit like in the weather's just terrible,
I
like
know.
and like sometimes Arkansas is terrible. I'm just like, oh,
But it is kind of a cool move because like the Lions are always at home that Thursday, and then like they do the high school state championships that Friday,
yeah,
which is like at Ford Field as well. So if you like really want your football fix, you can see the
that'd be
Lions, the
cool.
high school games, and then you can watch Michigan State every other year because obviously they don't have that home game every year.
Yeah. That would
But
be cool.
it's kind of cool.
And Penn State's like a lot of people are picking them to be like a national championship.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, James Franklin will lose a game or two.
That is true. That is true. I gotta give you up for me.
They will.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not knocking Penn State, but like they always find a way to lose a game.
no, that is 100%.
Well, that'll be Ohio State or Michigan. That's the thing. They run the table. They can't ever beat Ohio State or Michigan.
That is true. It's a gauntlet. Well, they eat each other up. That is true. Yeah. Right. I'm just hoping the backup quarterback does well because we have the Bo Perbula. But
Oh yeah.
who knows? We might have Sam Horn because that dude has a rocket arm. We haven't named our quarterback yet. It's driving me nuts. So we'll see. Because he was our other quarterback was drafted by the Dodgers, Sam Horn. So, but he's stayed with us. So we'll see. I can't wait.
This will be. I still feel like it's another like you say like rebounding year, but like with the transfer portal and all that. Like I mean, I feel like year 2 or 3, you should have your squad ready now. You know, but
hey, I think we could be better this year than we were last year. Honestly, I mean, we got that Ahmad Hardy that's came in from Southern or somewhere. He came in from I don't know where he came. I can't remember, but he's going to be awesome. Yeah, we got a Michigan, got a guy transfer from Michigan, a lineman. Man, I think we're gonna be all right. Anyway, yeah, Jason, we're here for the pregame college football talk because we're just talking about Emily going.
We spent like 15 minutes about college football before we went live.
Scott's getting his tickets for Michigan. Mallory,
I know I'm gonna start knowing some Michigan linemen here before the end of the season, which I never thought would be true, but
yes. Oh, hang on.
I will still know more Michigan State players than Michigan.
You hooked up the computer for the calls. I should have probably done that. And I didn't.
I know Aiden Childs is my guy. Like he'll have a good season. He'll have a breakout year. Had adjusted the Big Ten last year, you know.
I forgot to hook up the computer.
That game against Boston College the last year, like wrecked him, man. So many interceptions.
Let's see
here. BC comes here. I think BC comes here this year, right? Because that was on the road.
Okay, we should be good.
I might, if I don't know if Wade's listening, I might actually go to Lincoln because remember I told you like I'm trying to find like things to do maybe over the weekend.
Yeah, Lincoln's cool.
And we go to Lincoln this year, so we've been talking about maybe going to Lincoln to watch because it's the Big Ten is so weird now because like sometimes you don't play teams like every 4 years now because it's so massive, you know. So like it's been like 3 years since we played Nebraska.
Yeah, the Big Ten's too big.
I know.
It's like the Big 20. You guys play Oregon this year?
I don't think we do play Oregon this year.
That'd be a fun team to watch because they're just like.
I'd like to actually go. I almost went to Eugene to watch them years ago. It was like one of those great Spartan teams, like in 2014, 15, I think, and it was bad. Was Cousins on that team? I'm trying to remember if it was Kirk Cousins or not. Like we missed. We had a wide open receiver. Would have made it a 2-score game. Like, oh man, he would actually still be running to the end zone right now, like untouched.
Shout out to Kirk Cousins if he's tuned in today because
I do. If Cousins is listening, like
we had insider.
It might not have been him though. He might have already been gone by then. But
this has been years ago. But we had insider information from a person who played with Cousins in Frontier. Well, we met somebody in Frontierland, Scott and I both, when we were meeting a country bear in Frontierland. we met a listener of the show who played at one point with Kirk Cousins that he had listened to our podcast. So
I may have told that story to a couple of people in the chat right now.
So he's one of my favorite players. All right, we got to do the show. Okay, so hopefully this works.
Oh, I just found, yeah, it was 2014.
And Robert Tucker listened to the slippery or watch Slippery Stairs today. There we go. All right, Kirk Cousins, you have the number. Here we go.
It was Connor Cook, so it wasn't Cousins. It was Cook. I thought Cousins was gone by then. All right, let's do a live show.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. All right, I'm hitting the button. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, August 10th, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Hello. Happy weekend. Hope you're having a good one. We are back for the next hour, taking your calls at 407-584-7173. That's 407-584-7173, hopefully. Scotty G in the house. We're talking some football in the pregame, but we're going to be talking Disney training camp. Any more tips to get you ready for your next trip? Give us a call here. Scotty G, how are things up in the mitten? What's up?
It's a hot week. It was a very hot weekend. I don't know how it was in Missouri for you, but I almost took the week off of golf. It was just smoking hot, but still played some golf. Wasn't the best round ever, but had some fun. Had the original Sunday crew. My brother, my friend Jake, my friend Cuddy is what we call him. Had a good old time at Royal Scott. But yeah, and now great way to close out the week talking Disney with you, training camp style today.
Yeah, Royal Scott with 1 T, right?
1 T. And the joke I always say there, like, I should play for free, right? Because they should treat me like I'm royalty there, you know. And it's interesting golf courses because it's 27 holes. And this was actually my high school's like home golf course. So I had a lot of friends that were on the golf team. So they just knew this track so well. They knew like every place, like they knew where, like they understood the breaks of all these greens. So they would just shoot ridiculously low numbers when I played with them. So always made me feel bad when when I would play golf with them. They would just destroy me at this course. But it's also a bowling alley too. So like you could do like the golf bowling combination when you go to Royal Scott.
Huh. Never heard of bowling alley / golf course. I've heard
it's right by and you might not think this because I always fly out of Detroit Airport. It's right next to the Lansing Airport, which I never fly out of because there's not enough good flights out of there.
Scotty G working the Lansing Chamber of Commerce tonight. This show there you go. Just drop into Lansing, never leave. Just stay for life. All right, so we're going to be talking Disney tonight. Disney news this week. A couple days ago, we got the float out of the Disney Destiny, the next Wish class ship. So we'll have the Wish, the Treasure, and the Destiny, which is going to sail in November. And got to see it, most of it, when it came out of the shipyard over in Germany. I don't know if you saw the picture, Scott, when it came out. Didn't have the very tops of the funnels. Didn't have like the top of the stacks.
I missed that.
Had the red parts, but it didn't have like the black, the black tubey tops.
Okay.
At first I was like, it looks a little different. And then I was like, they finished that once it's outside the building. I guess maybe it's too tall. I don't know.
Maybe.
Reminds me of that again, the Serenade episode of Good Luck Charlie. Was that what it was called? Where they couldn't get the thing in, or they got stuck? The big SUV with Bob Duncan, Renegade or Serenade or.
Oh my God! I feel like I know like every Good Luck Charlie episode, but this one's like I'm drawing a blank.
Remember they're like Serenade or Renegade or Serenade. They're trying to fit. He got talked into buying this big SUV that was too big.
Okay.
And he took Gabe with him, or the one kid that was so funny to the dealer, and like the dealer worked him. And he ended up buying it, but it wouldn't fit in the garage. But he thought, I can get that thing in that garage. And he brought it home and it got stuck or something. But they were like chanting how cool it was when they brought. Anyway, that was
I remember now. I can't remember the chant now. It was Gabe though. Yes.
Yes, but it was. Dude,
I love that show.
That show was the bomb. I mean, we
were talking about those shows this weekend. Me, Liz, and Emily, because like I thought Jesse was a great show too.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
like actually Jesse was my least favorite character on the show.
I liked Bertram. Bertram, I think
Bertram was great. The butler. He reminded me of like Uncle Phil a little bit, like
Yeah,
on the Fresh Prince.
it was like the white Uncle Phil. Yeah.
Yeah. But they also did a steel cutting of the next Wish class. Speaking of Disney Cruise Line over the weekend too.
Yes, and if you're not in the clubhouse, you got to be there because there was a discussion about the next name for the ship. Not only the next name, but is it going to be a noun? Is it going to be an adjective, adverb? Like what part of speech is this going to be for
Dennis and
the
Maria going back and forth on that. That was great. Yeah.
Yes, and I never thought about this, and because of our clubhouse, now it's going to bother me if it's not like following the proper format, which is what Maria said because she teaches high school and in the languages. She teaches Spanish, and I guess she probably teaches some English too in there. But yeah, when those it's like one of those things like once you see it, you can't not see it. And I would have never thought about that my whole life. But now that somebody said it in there, that's gonna mess with me forever if it like does not follow the format, you know. So
Right.
or do you have a suggestion for the next name of a ship in this? Because does it have to be something like with wish treasure? Or could it be anything? Like what do you
I think
want?
it could be anything, don't you think?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
well, because
I
I
guess
mean,
like
if Magic and Wonder, like, okay, they're sister ships, and they're the only two in their class. Magic and
and
Wonder,
Dream and Fantasy, I guess they kind of go together a
yeah,
little
they
bit.
kind
You
of
know?
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of do. Yeah,
Mhm.
so Wish and but I mean, Wish
Wish
and
and
Treasure have
Treasure don't
nothing to
really go
do with each
together.
other to
Yeah.
me. Yeah, so this is kind of like playing one of
I like
those
Journey or like Imagination. I
Journey
like
would be a
those.
good one. Yeah, and you could have
Yeah.
Steve Perry as like the Godfather.
Yeah. So Emily actually said this the other day. She asked because we were talking about this. She said, "Is the ship going to be called Journey?" She just like straight up said that out of nowhere, and like I saw like that was one of Dennis's words actually. So that's why I'm like leaning on Journey because Emily is so smart and like just I feel like she just manifests things anyway. So I feel like it's going to be Journey. Like that's where I'm. That's if I'm a betting man, which sometimes I am. That's where I'm going. I don't know if Vegas has the odds out on this, but that's where I'm going with is Journey.
Any way you want it.
That's the way you need it. Don't stop believing on Journey, man. That's it's going to be
That
there.
would be awesome. No, we got Imagination though
I
from
like
we've done
Imagination
a
too.
lot. Yeah, actually,
Could you imagine Figment like on the stern or something like that would be sweet. Like
people would lose their minds. I think if you put Figment on the rear end of the ship, is that the stern? I can't remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
I took a chance, Mike. I said a word and like I took a chance on it.
I'm going with it. The stern,
Or like the statue, like in the inside would be
yes,
sweet too. Yeah.
yeah, that or the Muppets. If you put the Muppets
Oh, a
back there,
Muppet one.
like you
Wow.
put like which Muppet? I mean, I guess it'd be Kermit, maybe
It'd
because
probably be Kermit,
the
yeah.
main Muppet, like
Or you
Don.
could put like Kermit and Piggy like on the back of the ship would be kind of cool. Or
Yeah. Now we're getting crazy. But yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we can also talk tonight because I'm getting ready to open up the phone lines at 407-584-7173 about we talked about training camp for by the way, ground crew. What I forgot what his gentleman's name is.
I just call him Ground Crew from Cleveland. I don't
So do
know.
I.
I can't remember
His work is chef's kiss what he does for the
Spectacular.
folks there in Cleveland, but the teams are out there on the fields getting ready for the season. We took that and kind of talked about how to get ready for your next trip when you're back home in the weeks and days leading up to your trip before you leave home. We talked about getting your tech bag ready, making sure you have tip money. That story was I didn't rob the
the
place.
ski mask was great.
Yes, it didn't happen. But we talked about all the other things to get you ready, physically fit, making sure that you're eating the extra dessert before you leave home so that you're not surprised when the extra
Hey,
dessert.
someone on the Discord said they could have used that tip because they were eating all these desserts on a cruise ship. Yeah.
It killed me. So if you have a suggestion of what you need to be thinking about doing before you like leading up to a trip to get ready to prepare yourself like a training camp, let us know. So let me open up the phone lines here and we will take your calls for the hour. Again, it's 407-584-7173. We'll have some fun tonight talking Disney. And Janie over on Instagram says the Disney journey, because like you're going on a journey on your cruise.
I like Journey a lot.
I do like that a lot. All right, so let's see here. And hang on.
Because is that other ship like the Adventure, right? That the one
The
that's
adventure, and actually, I booked a couple of people on the adventure this week.
so that was part of Emily's thing because like our YouTube channel is Must See Adventure, and that's a ship, and then our friend Jared it's the Journey. So she was like, that was another reason why Emily said Journey has to be one too. Oh my God. And Jared just said that in the chat as I was saying that. That's funny.
Yes. Yes. So I booked some guests this past week on the adventure, and I'm just telling you what, that ship is so different because it's very much like with Royal Caribbean, like the like Icon and the Oasis and those type ships, because it has a veranda categories, but like where you can have a veranda that overlooks the interior of
Also has like a boardwalk kind of view thing.
yeah, they're called reef verandas and stuff like that. Like they're not,
Okay.
it's like ocean view verandas, and it's got 16 bookable stateroom decks. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
wild. Like you can book onto deck 16. I think you can actually book onto deck 17. It's wild. They're everywhere.
Wow.
Hang on.
And you just booked me a room on deck 10, which was, I think, my first ever like 5-digit room number that I've ever booked on a Disney cruise. And I felt that was kind of wild.
I think we have our first call tonight. Hey, who's caller? You there?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, Mike. This is Janie from Arkansas. How are y'all?
Hey, Janie. You the Janie over on Instagram?
Yes, yes.
I promise I didn't say anything bad about Arkansas yet. We haven't played you. It's not November yet.
That's fine. You can go for it.
I'm just playing. So glad you called in tonight. What's on your mind?
Well, so I was just calling in because I got to visit Disneyland for the first time yesterday.
Oh my gosh. First time yesterday. So give us some thoughts. What are the feelings?
Okay. So I'm in Los Angeles for work for a couple of weeks, and my husband, we both work for the same company, and so he is in a different part of California. It's about 6 hours away from me, and he drove down to where I'm at, and we went into Disneyland yesterday, and it was the most amazing experience from start to finish. We had the absolute best time.
So let me ask you this, because I'm always curious about this, because I waited too long to get out there. I waited forever, like probably 15 years. I was like, I won't like it because I've been to World's got everything. Disneyland's 2 little parks, no water, no mono, no big monorail system, just one little short little monorail thing. Like, what surprised you, or what stood out to you? Like, now that you're a day removed from this whole thing, like what maybe really stood out to you about Disneyland? Like, what's your, like, one person asked you about Disneyland, like, what is it?
The accessibility, I think, like everything being so small and compact, like we were able to knock out so many rides, so many attractions, like everything is just right there. It is like I can throw a rock and hit something that I want to go do. And that I knew you guys, like everyone always says, like, you're not gonna believe like how small it is, how, easy it is to get from one thing to another. And, I've been to Disney World a few times now, and we put in the miles in Disney World every day, and being in Disneyland, being able to just park hop over to California Adventure and okay, we've done these things in Disneyland. Now we're going to go over here for a little bit and do a few things over there. Everything was it was so easy. And
that was going to be my next question, was if you part hop. So thanks for answering that for me.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. And oh my God, so we got there in the morning. We had to drive in, so it was about an hour away from where I'm staying. So we drove in. We got there right at 8:00 or so, and we went in and we spent the morning in Disneyland. We stayed there until about 1 or 2 in the afternoon because I wanted to knock out Fantasyland, all of those attractions. I wanted to meet a few characters, and see like their daytime parade that they have, or cavalcade that they have, and then after that we were able to just like, it's so easy. I mean, it's like 30 seconds away to walk from the gate of Disneyland to the gate of California Adventure. And that, I mean, that was just insane. Like, just so easy to do. And then, so we were able to go spend the afternoon over in California Adventure, visit, you know, Avengers Campus and Cars Land and all of that. And then towards the evening, when it got time to, close to time for the nighttime parade over in Disneyland, we just hopped back over there and were able to do that. And it was just so easy.
So what was like, there were a couple things I couldn't believe like happened at Disneyland. Like, for one thing, like the canoes. Like, I can't believe that they do the canoes out there. One of the things that I fell in love with was just having lunch like at a place like Hungry Bear. The Hungry Bear, now it's the Hungry Bear Barbecue by Tiana's, but back then it was still Splash Mountain and it was just Hungry Bear. Because it was just so quaint, right? It was just getting a chick back then. It was just like a chicken sandwich and some fries, but it was just sitting there, right? Maybe it felt like you were like 3 feet away from when the train went by, and everybody waved to you, and there was like a breeze through the fir trees. I mean, it was so peaceful. It was, but you were in Walt's original park. I mean, it just felt like a lot homier than Walt Disney World. You know, it did feel smaller, and it was comfortable though. And like that kept me from going there for 15 years. I'm like, it's going to be too small. I'm not going to like it. Were there any moments like that for you besides like just how compact everything was and easy to navigate? Was there, did you enjoy like any of the kind of quaintness of like experiences like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, as soon as we walked in, like right past the gates, they had the like little Main Street vehicles. And so we were like, you know what, let's just go ahead. Let's take a Main Street vehicle. So we got on one of those, and just being able to like toot all the way up Main Street to the castle and see all the people around us, have, you know, talk to the people in the vehicle with us, talk to the driver, and just I teared up just because it felt so homey, almost like it was very comfortable. Everyone was so nice. Like, people are waving at you and, you know, telling you, oh, I hope you have a great day. Like, everything, and it was perfect. Like, one of our first stops was Jolly Holiday or something like that.
Yeah, the bakery.
Oh yeah, and so we ordered some snacks from there. We were able to do mobile order for like right away, so we mobile ordered some snacks and sat down outside of there, and like the bands were just like coming up and walking, you know, through that area and playing different songs, and just being able to sit out there, enjoy our snacks, and kind of like watch the people and the park happen around us was just so cool.
It is the best people watching. Scott, anything else real quick?
It is the best people walking because there's so many benches. Like, there's so many places to sit at Disneyland.
Yes.
Which, like,
and live
blows my
entertainment,
mind.
like you said, bands and stuff pop up everywhere out there. It's great.
It's so great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Janie too. Like,
I was shocked at how many, like, we saw different bands. It had to have been like almost 10 times throughout the day. Just, they would pop up somewhere playing a set, and, you know, we'd be walking through, stop for a minute and enjoy it, and then, you know, just move along about our day. But it was just small things like that were so different.
yeah, one of my favorite places to catch a band is in New Orleans Square. Like, when you get a Mickey beignet, they have like this nice little stage out there. You get your mint julep, and like, oh, the train comes by. It's so relaxing. But I was gonna ask you, and did you stay for the parade? Did you say that, like, for the Paint the Night? Did you watch the nighttime parade as well, Janie?
Yes. So we got back into the park right at 8 last night, and I think the parade was at it was like 8:30 or 8:45 for the first nighttime parade, and it was quite crowded at that time. I thought that having like 30 or 45 minutes would be enough time to get there and find a good spot to kind of camp
We're
out.
talking about Disneyland here.
Locals love those parades, and it was a
Saturday night at Disneyland.
Oh yeah, it was rough. It was rough. My husband was like, "We're gonna have to push some children out of the way," you know. But it was great. We were able to finally find a spot. And you know, we were behind like a million people, but it was fine. And the second parade, we were actually on our way out of the park when the second parade was going on, and so we were going through all the Main Street shops, trying to get our souvenir fix, and we were actually able to get even better views of the second parade just going through the shops and popping out for a minute to look at a float and then go back in the shop, do some more shopping, come out a little bit later. The second parade was definitely way less crowded.
Nice.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm a big time shopper. I love shopping. I love the merchandise. I love the souvenirs. Do you mind sharing like a souvenir or two that you ended up walking out with?
Oh yeah. So I am an ears collector. So I had to get a couple of the 70th anniversary special ears that they had. I was pretty excited about.
And I love the logo. I love the design of the 70th, like the logo, like it's really colorful and all that too. So like I think that's a great choice.
Yeah, and the parks, like they had the decor and everything all over the parks with like those bright colors, and that song was just everywhere. Every show, every parade, that song was there.
Oh, so I've not been, and I guess I kind of been spoiled. I didn't realize there's like a there's like a 70th theme song then. Like, oh man, I'm missing out. I gotta go find this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's like the Jonas Brothers that sing it, and I mean it was in everything.
It's everywhere in the parks. Okay.
Yeah. But it was so fun. Like you can definitely feel the 70th energy just everywhere. I mean, there's different merch in all of the shops. There's decorations all over the place. One thing that we thought was really cool is that they had these little stands set up throughout the parks that you can tap your Magic Band at, and it popped out these cute little tickets.
Yes.
And so like we got one for like the railroad, and I think it's like a 70th exclusive type situation. And so that was really cool to be able to look around for those type of things, because those are just like cute free souvenirs, and we had our Magic Bands already anyway, so that was definitely cool.
Is that the thing too where people use the giant keys? I'm obsessed with those giant keys. I don't want one, but those things are obnoxious.
We saw those, so people were still carrying those around.
It's so nuts.
Going to the different places. I was pretty surprised because I saw like all of the hype about them early, and then people are still going nuts over those things.
They're too big. Like somebody made one of those on a dare, and they're like, "We're gonna see if we can sell these things." And they did.
Yeah, completely selling out all the time. I'm sure. I don't know where I couldn't fit that thing in my bag to carry around.
I mean, you need like a holster. I mean, it's like a size of like a machine gun. The thing is gigantic.
Exactly.
I mean, it's so unwieldy. Like we can do with that thing. I mean, but take it home and hang it on the wall. One last thing. And then we'll hold you up the whole hour. But did you see the Walt animatronic? Did you see the show?
We did not.
Okay.
That was on our must-do list, but the time just
goes so fast.
Got away from us.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can maybe sneak in next weekend on a little solo trip. I'll still be here.
Nice.
So I'm hoping.
Oh wow, what a long trip!
So you're still out. You're still out there all week. You gotta get some in and out at least or something.
Yeah, I'm out here. They've got me out here for 2 full weeks, and the way that they did the weeks I have 2 full weekends where I'm not having to work, but I'm out here. So
that's not a bad deal. I'll take that.
Yeah. I was like, we didn't think that we would be able to do Disneyland for at least a few years, just because it's so far away, obviously from Arkansas. And Disney World is it's a lot more accessible and I think a lot more affordable too, because I want to stay on property. I want to stay in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And in Disneyland, it's pretty expensive to stay at one of the actual Disneyland hotels. So we didn't think it was something that was within our reach for at least a few more years. And when work said that they were going to send us out here, I was like, oh, well, we have to go. This is a must do. So
Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. Well, hey, we appreciate the check-in, and we're so glad that you got this opportunity. And I'll tell you what, it's hot and humid back here, so stay out there as long as you can. I mean, it just got done raining here in St. Louis, so it rained enough that as soon as the sun comes back out, you know how it's going to be. It's going to be soup.
Yeah, it's just going to be steamy.
Exactly. So enjoy every minute of the low humidity out there in Southern California, and we're just glad you had such a great time, and you're a convert to Disneyland. We love it.
Yes, for sure. Well, thank you guys so much.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah,
Safe travels home when you make it back. We'll see you soon. All right.
All righty. Bye-bye.
That's a great call. I love that, though. I mean, because that's really, there it is. I forgot to hit the button. 475847173. But yeah,
that's the Mulan song.
Yeah. I hit the wrong thing. So I was like, I don't hear it, but I think I hit the wrong because there was two things, and I don't think I hit the right thing to listen to. So I was confused.
Oh, that was a great update. Love when you can be on a work trip, like the company's paying for your expenses to be in a room, your hotel covered and all that, and you can sneak out and have a little fun too.
I need some of that. All right. For us, we got our
you do get some of that sometimes though.
Yeah, sometimes it takes care of me. Actually, I should say that.
I'm about to say you just stayed the contemporary for work.
Yeah, that's true. That is nice. All right, we have our next caller. Who's joining us?
Hi, Mike. Hi, Scott. Billy.
Hey, Billy. What's going on, buddy? Good to talk to you.
Not much. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good to hear from you, Billy.
Hey, let's talk about park bags.
Okay, now we're talking. Let's go. What you got?
For years I was anti taking anything into the park just because I hated going through the security lines. But I don't know. Now I am fully prepared every time I walk in there. So, in my bag, I just have a small sling bag. But I have, just park essentials. I'm a umbrella because I know Pam has said this before. She doesn't like the personal saunas or the ponchos.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So, but also, it was super hot this year. We were there in July, and the umbrellas work well for shade. Just walking through the parks or walking from resort to restaurant or wherever.
That's a good point.
So,
and Billy too, if you bring your umbrella, that means it is not going to rain that day.
That is not what that means.
If you lug it around all day, it will not rain that day. But the day you don't bring it, it's going to.
If you go to Hollywood Studios, it's going to rain no matter what. So that's my theory. But
that seems to be true.
Or if Jason's around, he's going to make sure that Phantasma gets rained out. Just saying.
That's what I've heard.
So what else you got?
He's the jinx.
I always have a little travel stick of deodorant and some little sample size things of cologne, because after about 3 o'clock, you're out there sweating it out. It's kind of nice.
That's a good call.
The other guests appreciate that as well.
Absolutely. Everybody appreciates that. That's a great call.
Cast members, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Family members especially.
Right. And you should always have some sunscreen down there.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. Protect yourself. I have wet wipes in my thing. I'm a big pins person. I like pins.
Mm-hmm.
So I always have some extra backs because you know, people trade them back and forth, but I always like to have. Sometimes they have 2 pins on the back, so you trade for somebody who has one, and I always give them an extra so they don't hurt themselves.
It's a good idea. I didn't think about that. It's a good thought.
Those things can poke you too, so that's good.
Right. Let's see what else I have in here. I have some wet wipes because you just never know.
Yes.
Dude wipes.
Right.
Dude, no, you didn't say dude wipes.
Oh, excuse me. No, I was just saying what was in my bag.
Where you going? You're killing me.
And I have a collapsible water bottle because it gets hot. You got to stay hydrated.
Heck yeah.
So those are, you know, some nice things to have, and I'm sure people have other stuff that, you know, the anti-chafing sticks.
Yeah.
Those are very in handy. Yes.
So do you carry? I didn't hear an external battery. Do you carry like a power brick?
I do, and this is where it gets a little tricky because, you know, I tend to grab the wrong cable. I will have a charger with me and the wrong cable. That's usually how I do it. So I have walked around the park with a very full battery pack and a very dead phone and the wrong cable.
That's the worst.
Oh,
I mean, because like you're paying the piper, but you're not getting the payout, right? Because you've got all the juice, you're carrying around the heavy, you know, all the volts, but you can't get to it. Yeah, that's I guess they do sell the cables but I mean, who's going to want to pay $30 for a cable? I guess at that point you might want to buy one of those little fuel rods, whatever they're called. Yeah, I've never used one of those. I don't know how efficient they are. I've been tempted.
You know, I think the thing about those is they are kind of expensive, but you can just trade them out. So you buy it once and you're just trading it every time after that. So
Yeah.
not a bad thought.
I don't think they would fill it up. I don't know.
Yeah. And I always have some trinkets that are like pixie dust for the cast members, you know, because I've had some of them be exceptionally nice to me, and I always feel bad if I don't have something to give them back. So I always have a few little trinkets in my bag.
It's super kind. I love that.
That is good.
So here's something. Let me ask you, because Billy's here and Scott's here, so we're all three here. I kind of went through a transition too, where I didn't carry a bag. Then I did. Well, especially like when Mallory was little, we had the stroller and we had all the stuff, right? So we had just everything. And then for a while I didn't, but I went through a phase where I wore cargo shorts. And so this was my hack to get around security, right? Because like if you wore cargo shorts, but you didn't have to go through the screening, which I thought was really weird, because I would put so much stuff in my pockets of my cargo shorts. I'm like, I know I'm carrying more than's probably in some of these people's backpacks. Cause I mean, I would literally I could barely move my legs. I had so much stuff in those pockets. Cause I mean, Scott, I don't know if you did this too. I mean, I'm sure other guys did this, but I had cause I'd have it in my 2 normal pockets right on my hips. And then I had those pockets down by my knees, and I had
got like 4 water bottles and 1 cargo pocket.
Yes, I had so much of those pockets. I'm like, but they wouldn't make you go through, you know, like the security thing. You could just go through the no bag line. Yeah. And it was insane. Like I still remember that though. That was
that's
like,
right.
Like,
oh my God, that's taking me back. And that's right, because you could just go through the guest with no bags.
Yes, you could go through and I mean, like I had to like cinch up my belt because my pants they probably were like 20 pounds. Because I literally had like an 2 external batteries on each side of my leg. And those things back then were really heavy. I mean, we're talking like 10 years ago. Cause like, I remember I got like a big 10,000 milliamp one. It was like a big brick. Oh yeah. But that was my hack to get around it. I just wore cargo shorts and just loaded them. Oh, because like, I'm not carrying a backpack.
But then would you put them in someone else's bag after you walked through, or would you keep them in your, so you'd walk around the parks all day?
Yeah, I think I did. And the thing was, like when I'd ride rides. So then, okay, picture me like on Space Mountain, right? So I'm 6'3" with my legs straight out, and I got all this junk, like I'm trying to keep it, because at least they did button. I still have the shorts. I don't wear them because Mallory would yell at me. But like you buttoned them short, closed, so nothing flew out. But yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, but it was wild. Now just like I either don't carry something in, or I'll just bring like a small bag, because this is now like you can just it's amazing how, I don't know how that system works. We can just walk through. Like that's magic, or just they're not looking. Billy, what do you think about that new system?
That's what I was going to say. It's like back in the day, if you had a bag, you're going through a checkpoint. Like they're going to search your bag every time. And now that's not necessarily true. I have noticed, like, and I've had several cast members tell me, like, hey, if you have an umbrella, take it out of your bag because those tend to set it off. So if you walk through with your umbrella straight out in front of you, you're less likely to set that thing off. Now, it doesn't work every time, but I do remember the cargo short days where I had at least 4 rain ponchos in my pockets, walking through, like, looks like I have saddlebags on.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah, but the thing gets me still to this day, like with the walkthrough and you don't get busted, it's my eyeglasses case. Because like I wear my glasses, but I'll bring because I have prescription sunglasses, so those go in a case and I just swap them out. But that case is kind of big, and so like I hold, like some like one guy will tell me keep it up against your body, right, so it won't go off. The next person will be like, no, hold it up above your head or hold it out in front of you. So I don't know what to do because I get different stories from like every security guard. So like I'll be like, okay, this time I'm holding it against my body. Sir, come over here. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Like I don't even have a bag. Like it's just these glasses. I know, but then you get the frisk. But yeah, there's worse things. It doesn't take that long. But it's one of those things. But you got good stuff. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. Deodorant and gifts. I like the little trinkets for cast members. Those are 2 good things to think about.
Those are really good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, we appreciate
it. What it says. Like the Discord. I'm going to say that place is weird to me because I have never seen like a bigger community all invested in making sure everybody has the best vacation. I mean, weird in the best way, but you go in there and it's like, hey, I have a question, and there's going to be 3 people that answer it right away.
It's wild.
Everybody's just like, man, I hope you have the best vacation ever. And I'm like, that is not, that's not how the rest of the world.
Right. It's not competitive. No one wants to one up each other. Everyone wants to help each other. It's great.
Yeah. And there's always like, oh, hey, you should try this place. It's really good if you like this. And you're like, man, I don't even know where that's at, so I have to look it up.
Exactly.
It really is. It's like, we do listener questions on Wednesdays, but it's a 24/7 listener question show. If you have a question, you can put it in there, and I'll see it, because I get on the treadmill at 5:50 in the morning on my walk days, and I'll see somebody post like somebody in Europe, right? Because they're different hours than us in the States. And somebody, say like they posted a question at like, I don't know, like 4:12 a.m. And I'm looking and I'm like, they have like 3, like you said, answers from 3 different people by like 6. I'm like, that is great. And they're great answers. They're not like one sentence. They're like 3 or 4 paragraphs. Like, okay, here's what we did. Here's our experience. Think about this too. And it's well thought out and just people caring about each other. You're exactly right. It's like I said, I wish the world could get a piece of that stuff because it's good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's people in there that, I don't know. My friend Paul up in New Jersey, I couldn't point him out in a crowd of 2. But I'm like sitting there going, man, I hope I get to meet up with this guy sometime. And there's other people too, and you're just sitting there going, man, these people I don't know, but I definitely want to meet them.
And yet Paul gave you his address, and like now you're like shipping him things. Like, isn't that wild? Like,
that's true. I'm like, hey, you know what? I can, and it's just one of those things where I found something he was looking for, and I'll help if I can. So, and I think there's multiple people like that in the Discord. You're just sitting there now. This is a great community, and I just can't say enough about it.
It's a lot of fun. We're truly blessed, and that's why I love doing this show. We get to meet up with folks, sail on cruises, hang out at Walt Disney World, see people at Disneyland, run races together, the people that are crazy enough to do that. And I don't know what to say. We're just super, super lucky. We got good people. That's all I can say.
That we are. We are.
Well, Billy, you're one
All right,
of
well-
them. I'm glad we're friends, buddy, and I appreciate the call tonight. Great stuff.
Hey, well, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate everybody.
Anytime, brother.
Have a
We'll talk to you
good
soon.
night.
You
Again,
stay safe.
again, Billy, I loved cruising with you. I love that gift you gave me too. Like have us sitting down on the living room, like I love when I go up the stairs, I see it as I walk by every day. So I appreciate that again. And it was awesome cruising with you. Thanks for the call.
Yeah. Well, no problem, man. Your pin was the closest thing to Detroit colors I could come up with, and I was just like, well, hopefully he likes it. And,
Oh yeah,
we'll
great.
see.
And by the way, Billy, one box of the Baumkuchen gone. Second box on the way. I'm just saying they're fly. I was trying to ration them out, but the box one is done. So we're on to box 2.
All right.
That's why
I'll
they're there.
have to see if I can find some more.
No, you're good. You're good. Seriously. We appreciate you, man. Take care. We'll talk to you
All
soon.
right. Yeah,
All
good
right.
night.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Right.
So Billy got us some Baumkuchen on his travels.
So he was just driving through like that.
Yeah,
The story still amazes me.
He was driving through St. Louis and he said, I got something for you. He was like coming up the road and I met him and he had 2 boxes of Baumkuchen. They're like they're small Baumkuchen. They're like individual size. They're perfect. They're like little snack size ones, but they come in a box of like 36. So he got me 2 boxes. So I have like 72 Baumkuchen.
Oh my gosh,
They're real small though. They're not like
Okay.
the ones at Epcot. They're like the ones at Epcot, but they're really thin and small. They're like they're perfect size for like a little snack.
Okay.
So I leave them on the like kind of like by the stove in the kitchen. Pam and Mallory love them too. So like they just disappear. There's like there was a bunch of them. Now they're just like the first box is gone. I guess they're like a great little snack. Like
That's
160
awesome.
calories. They're perfect. Like a little Twinkie.
Okay.
Like a little, they're so light and fluffy. Oh, I love them things. Oh, they're so good. Anyway,
So cool.
407-584-7173. That is a great snack. God, I wish I could be at Epcot having a Baumkuchen tonight. Or the Liege waffle. I haven't had one of those in forever.
No, I could go for Tudo Italia. That's kind of what I would go for tonight. Feeling some pasta.
That'd be nice. Hang on. Let's see here. And
Even though it's a very hot day here, that doesn't seem like a good like hot food.
it's not a snack, it's dinner.
No, well, I haven't had dinner yet
Oh,
tonight. so
I've had dinner. All right.
I haven't eaten since like very early in the day. So
You had a salad. That looked
I did
rocky.
have a salad. I had a salad.
That actually looks super good. All right, we have our next caller. Who's joining us?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Scotty G. This is Adam, normally from New Hampshire, but right now talking to you from the 50 section of Pop Century.
Rock on. And
What a great section.
You were at a water park today, correct?
Yesterday.
Dang.
Yeah,
Dang.
we checked in yesterday and checked out Typhoon Lagoon. Spent some time getting knocked over by the waves in the wave pool and recovering in the lazy river, but it was a good day overall. And then the storm broke out and we got rained on. So
Dude, happens. At least it's not 150 degrees.
happens.
It has to cool off for briefly, right? And
Exactly.
blame it on
Exactly.
Jason. Jason must have been peeking around the corner or something.
So really quick before you get into it, Adam, really quick for the two of you. I've stayed at Pop Century. I mean, I have the numbers, so I can tell you how many stays I've stayed, but probably like 6, 7, or 8 times. I've done some Run Disney races there and such. I have not once stayed in the 50s building.
Oh, the big bowling pin pools, right?
I know. I always want to.
I'm looking right at the big bowling pin right
I
now.
know. I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to stay in the 50s. I tend to get the 90s, which is like I really like. I feel like you're like in a whole nother like world when you're in the 90s sometimes. Like I really want to get the 50s sometime.
You're out there. Yeah, those 90s buildings are out there. The first time we ever stayed at Pop Century, we were out in the 90s buildings, and it was a haul to get back to our room at the end of the night.
It's actually really nice for a
lately,
race
it's
weekend.
been mostly 70s and 50s.
Those are my two favorites. I mean, 60s
and 70s is what we normally get, and I would love to get the 50s sometime. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm manifesting it right now for my next Pop stay.
Absolutely, we'll send you some positive vibes to get you a 50s next time, Scott.
There we go.
So I saw it like when I got on the treadmill this morning super early, you were already taking selfies with your daughter. Like you guys were up and at 'em, like rocking. So highlights so far, besides getting smoked out by the big wave at Typhoon Lagoon, you hear woo, and then get smoked out. But I mean, what else?
Yeah, we were up and at it bright and early this morning. Rope dropped Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, and then went from there, jumping around, doing a bunch of different attractions, Seven Dwarfs, and Ariel, and Dumbo, and Pirates, and Haunted Mansion. We were cranking through them, lightning lanes everywhere we went. And my girls got their first ride on Tiana's. My 10-year-old is a gigantic Tiana fan. So getting on the Tiana's was a big priority for her. She got on it. She absolutely loved it. We got absolutely soaked. But a good time was had by all.
That's good. That is awesome. So how are the crowds like today when you were there? Because it's early August, kids coming back to school in the South, Midwest soon.
Yeah, I mean the crowds are definitely manageable, I would say. There hasn't been any rides that have really gone up and shot up in like huge wait times. I think that most of what we've seen, maybe the big rides have had 60 to 70 minute waits, 75 at the most. So the crowds have definitely been pretty manageable. And food wise, it's not so hard to get a table and get a spot for mobile order and things like that. So yeah, so far I think that the crowds are good, and we'll see how it goes as we go towards the end of the week and schools start going back, and whether the crowds maintain for the entire week or we get some lower crowds as the week goes on. We'll find out.
Yeah, I would guess they would decline as the week goes on, as school starts to ramp up here in the Midwest and the South. So Scott, what do you got?
I was gonna say, so when you were reading off all those attractions, I was thinking like, wow, like I was thinking about crowds, or I was like, did Adam get lightning lane? Which it sounds like you did. So sounds like that was working really well for you today. Are you doing that every day of the trip, or are you doing like a every other day thing? So what's your strategy with the lightning lane this trip?
So we're doing every day, but our last day of the week on Friday is we're going back to Magic Kingdom. We have that planned for that day, but we're not going to do Lightning Lane. That day is going to kind of be whatever we didn't get to before. We'll try and maybe see if we can't, maybe rope drop Tron that day, and then go from there and just kind of hit some stuff we haven't done. Maybe spend a lot more time focusing on characters and shows and things like that, stuff you don't necessarily need a Lightning Lane for.
I like that strategy.
I do like that. So like what? Do you have like an ADR you're looking forward to the rest of the week, or something that you haven't done before, or something maybe your kids are looking forward to? Like what are some of the highlights?
We do have a couple of first things that we're doing on this trip. My girls have never been to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and
nice.
My oldest is on the cusp of aging out of that. So we took the plunge, and we are doing Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique tomorrow afternoon. So we're starting the day at Animal Kingdom. We'll spend some time at Animal Kingdom, and then we're going to hop over to Magic Kingdom. The girls have their Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique appointment, and then we're going to close the night out with a happily ever after dessert party. And then
what a day!
Parents are actually, my parents have flown down as well. They are staying off site, but they will be meeting us tomorrow, both at Animal Kingdom and at Magic Kingdom. And they'll be going to the dessert party with us. So they'll be there for when the girls do their Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and they'll be helping us, going to the dessert party with us and picking up the bill. And,
now, do the girls know that do the girls know that the grandparents are there, or is that going to be like a surprise tomorrow?
No, they know. They do know. Yes. We've surprised them with people here before, but this time they do know ahead of time that the grandparents are here. Yes. And then we're turning around Tuesday morning, and we're doing breakfast at 1900 Park Fair. So my Tiana obsessed 10-year-old can get another dose of Tiana in her trip.
And hopefully, like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique outfits are still good by then, right? You get another value out of that.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, we're going to do our best to try to preserve the hair overnight, the hair and the makeup overnight, so they look good for breakfast.
From somebody that had their kids, so Mallory did it twice. They put ample, well, at least they did. I mean, this has been a minute, but they did ample hairspray that hair was not moving for a good 72 hours. As long as you didn't go like in a swimming pool or something like that, like that hair was rigid. I mean, it was solid as a rock. I mean, a tornado, like a hurricane of category 5 was not moving that hair. Like it was. Yeah,
there will be a strict no swimming policy.
That's what we told Mallory. Exactly.
We've had our princess meets, and we've had our breakfast.
Yes. Because the kids always want to swim, and I'm like, okay, look, here's the deal. Because like we were saying it like on music or something, like an all-star, and I'm like, look, we're doing, you get to do Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, all this back in. This is so long ago. It was at Downtown Disney, and it was in World of Disney back then. It was like in the back corner of the store.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep, and she did it there. And so then we spent the whole rest of the day, just like you, we went to the Magic Kingdom, and she met every princess. Like we went to the town hall, town square there where Mickey and Tinkerbell are now. There were princesses up there. And then we went to back where I don't even know who's there now, but back where Snow White, the Snow White ride used to be, did princesses there. Like we found every princess we get a picture with because she looks so cute. And then, like, no, we did the same thing the next morning. We had, I think, Akershus. And we're like, you are not swimming this night. Like, because we always swam. That was our thing. We always, like, Scott, we always did nights. We always did night swimming.
Not tonight.
Nope. I'm like, you are not touching that pool. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you are not, it'll wreck your hair. And she was like, kind of mad. I'm like, look, I mean, you can't explain to like a 6-year-old, like, look, that cost me like $150. Like, you are not getting in there, dude. It's not happening.
That's not going to register.
I'm like, you understand how much that breakfast costs? Those pictures, like, this ain't happening. I don't care how much you pout. Like, you are not getting in that pool. Like, I want to get in the pool too. You're kind of wrecking my night too. I want to swim. It's July, but yeah, no, but I love that idea. And I mean, so I hope you have like the camera ready because you're going to be taking so many pictures over the next 24 to 36 hours. Holy cow.
Yeah. I will be flooding social media, the Discord.
It's going to be priceless.
You'll be sick of me by the end of this week.
No, we're never. That's
we won't be.
That I'm telling you what, that live from Disney Destinations channel in the Discord is like the best thing when you're like sitting at home working in your office. You can just jump on there and be like, oh my gosh, this is the best. I love it. I mean, it is the best that people take time to post those videos and pictures.
I'll be prepping a post for that after we're off this call.
Yes. So we appreciate you dropping in from Pop Century, one of my favorite resorts. So just one last thing. So what's like one good snack or thing you've eaten or that you're still looking forward to on the trip?
Okay, so funny story. Last night we ended up having dinner back at the resort. We ate at the Pop Century food court, and we were checking out over in the area where they now do like the coffee and they have like ice cream treats and things like that. So we actually checked out there. We bought our food, and my wife and I each got drinks, and we were checking out. And one of the cast members came up with a already made brownie sundae. And she called out a name, and obviously it wasn't my name, but she was calling out a name, and that person didn't come. She called it out again. That person didn't come. And I just happened to look over quickly. And I was like, oh, that looks good. I could be that person. And the cast member like gave me a little smile, and she walked away. And about 30 seconds later, she comes back and she just hands me the sundae and goes, here you go. It's free.
Oh, dude,
I was just joking. She goes, no, it's okay. They're not coming back. It's already made. I'd have to throw it out anyway. So enjoy.
There you go.
That is sent from God. I mean, that is
Adam, you've gotten like 3 bells from Mike on this call. That might be a record.
Adam's the man. I love this. And also, I think, Adam, weren't you the one that posted about the kids being on the quick service meal and the shakes being such a good deal?
Yes.
Yeah, I agreed with that. That is because shakes are expensive, and shakes, you know what? I was thinking about that this morning. Dude, it's vacation. When you can get a shake with a meal, I don't care if you're a kid or an adult. It doesn't matter. Vacation, shakes for meals. Yes, please.
It made their night. And when the Sunday came, we hadn't actually started eating our dinner, so we made their night even more because they got to eat dessert first before the ice cream melted.
So I have one more question,
and then we dug into our meal.
So I have one more question before we let Adam go in though. So it's almost 8:00. Are you tucked in at 50s or at Pop Century tonight? Or are you going back out, or what's the plan for the evening?
We are in for the night. We have a very long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Yes,
going through Animal Kingdom and back to Magic Kingdom tomorrow night, and looking to try to see if we can get Starlight and the Happily Ever After, and then the dessert party is post fireworks. So it's going to be a very long day tomorrow. So we are in for the night.
You don't get antsy though when you hear the fireworks back at Pop Century, because you'll hear them from Epcot and Magic Kingdom tonight. Dude, I get antsy.
I don't need to hear fireworks to get antsy.
Well, I know, but like I totally hear you. I'm the same way. But like when I'm back there, I have the discipline because I have to do that for the race weekend. So do you, because you run too. But it's like, man, you start hearing ba-boom, ba-boom, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing in this hotel room?
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to be
sitting in the theater, getting ready to watch Fantasmic. Why am I back in this room?
But sometimes that's like the best feeling though, when you're back at 8:00. Like my family will do that. Like we'll just sit by the pool, play a game, like get the cards out or something, and you're just like, you don't have to worry about battling any crowds in the theme parks to leave, like you're just you're relaxed for the evening, and there's like no better feeling almost than that on vacation, So I like it. I like the strategy, Adam, because tomorrow, like you said, Bibbidi Babbidi Boutique, park hopping, dessert party. You're in for a magical day, but it's going to be a lot of work tomorrow too. So I like what you're doing here.
Fast forward to like the 15 minutes after the fireworks show, and then you don't have to do all that. That is awesome. Well, Adam, thanks for the call. We can just hear the excitement in your voice, and that is truly what this is all about. Like, for real, like, this is great. You're making the memories with your family. I love the grandparents getting to be a part of this. I mean, they're going to eat that up. Your kids are too. You are. This is the whole thing. This is what we do. I mean, this is it. So thanks for letting us be a small part of it tonight.
I had to stop myself a couple times today and just kind of take in my surroundings and go, I am so lucky to be here. And I love being here with my family and making memories. It feels fantastic.
We are so lucky that we all get to do this from time to time. It's pretty cool. So Adam, hey man, make the most of every moment while you're down there. Love it. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, gentlemen.
See you, brother.
Take care, guys.
Have a good rest of the trip.
All right. How about
that's the best too, because like, what do you say? Like the last day is Friday. Like you still have like a whole.
I know that's the best. Like
5 days left, man. It feels so good.
We've talked about this because we think the same way. Like when you turn on the like PowerPoint channel on the in-room TV and you see the weather forecast, like, and you're like, I'll be here for still that day. You're
feels
like,
good.
That's cool.
You've already had like a Typhoon Lagoon day. Was it there or Blizzard, whatever water park it was? Then you did a day today, so you're 2 full days in. Sometimes you already feel like you had a vacation. Like you're like Saturday, Sunday. Like I haven't even missed a day of work yet, and like I feel like I've had a vacation already. That's a good feeling.
So many people are taking advantage of that free water park day. I didn't think that would be. I thought it would be like a one-off thing every once in a while. People would do this. Like maybe I don't know if it's like skewed just to like the folks that we talk to because we're big Disney fans. I wonder what it is like in the big picture. Like for
I don't know.
Joe Smith, I don't know.
I think Joe Smith's doing it because you drive by those parking lots, man, and they're full. Like there's
a lot of us though. I don't know.
There are a lot of us. Yeah,
I don't know though, but I mean, I'm glad to see it because because think about it though. The times are pretty tough, and I mean, it's a big offer. I mean, take a family of 4 to a water park, $200 easy, more than that. So I'm glad people are getting to do that. It's something you can get your money back.
Yeah, it's because it's interesting because Liz's boss they're gonna do a cruise on a different cruise line in like October, but they want to get their Disney fix. So we've been trying to help them say like, oh, you can stay on site. Like they didn't know they could even stay on site. Like they thought like they had to have park tickets to stay on site, which is how little they kind of know. We all know those people kind of. So like, oh yeah, you can stay on site. You can do a character meal and all that. And then we're like, and I was like, they could do the water park. They could do the water park if they stay on site. They don't have to cruise with Disney.
Yeah, they could stay all one night at All Star Sports and all.
They don't have to cruise with Disney to do that. And Liz was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna tell her like that's a great idea. And she did, and like now they want to do that. Like that's gonna be their plan now. So even for something like that, it works really well,
Yeah,
so
it's enticing. Obviously, it's there to get you on property, and I mean it works well, but
for sure.
It's a fair offer. and plus the thing is, I think a lot of folks like me, I haven't been to a water park in 15 years since it was the old ultimate park hopper days where everything was included in your ticket. And if it gets me back and I'm like, dang, this was fun. I've missed this. They're going to get
I've only been because of the DVC, Typhoon party. That's the only reason,
but they're fun. Those water parks are so much fun.
They are fun. Typhoon Lagoon. I haven't been to Blizzard, but Typhoon is a blast, man. I love Typhoon.
Yeah, they're Typhoon's more chill. Blizzard's
Typhoon gives me like Castaway Key vibes a little bit.
It feels a lot like Castaway. I agree with that. Yeah. And Carolyn said best calls tonight. I love that. Carolyn's right. We had great calls tonight. We appreciate everybody taking the time to call a little Disneyland. And here's the thing. I was 30 seconds because we got to jump because we're at the top of the hour, but back in the day when we started this, like in 2008, 2009, and started doing the live call-in shows, if I'd have had one call from a Disney destination during the show, I would have died. Like if somebody would have called from Walt Disney World, I would have been like calling my dad and skywriting it. Like we get calls all the time now from Disneyland Paris, Walt Disney World. We'll get calls sometimes from a cruise ship. It is so phenomenal that people take time during their vacations. Oh yeah, we're at Pop Century. Oh yeah, I went to Disneyland yesterday. I mean, it's
One of these Sundays we're gonna hit all. We're gonna do 4 parks. It's the problem is because Animal Kingdom closes so early, but we could do like 4 parks in one call or one show. 4 parks in one show. Like we gotta make it happen.
And our problem is we talk to everybody so long. Like we get
That
somebody on the
too.
line. We're like, dude, I gotta go. Like, stop talking to me. This ain't
Like, where are you calling from? Animal Kingdom. Okay, love you. Bye.
Because I mean, I love like when people call in. Like, I just want to make a whole like hour-long show with that
I
one.
know.
Because people have told me that in the past. Like, dude, you talk to the callers too long. I'm like, but I like talking to the callers. Like, that's
I
my
know we
thing.
do talk to the callers a long time, but like, but they're engaging. You know,
I
they're
know,
good.
like,
Yeah.
they take the time to call. I want to talk to them. They're my friends. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to jump out. We'll have the shows this week. It's going to be Scotty G, myself, and Ricky this week. So we got the rotating panel as always. And we'll have the shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So hopefully you'll join us for that. Don't forget, all the shows always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Walt Disney World, Disneyland, or Disney Cruise Line vacations for no additional cost to you. All you need to do is swing by the website today over at themagicforless.com, and we'll take care of you from there. Thank you so much for that support. You can also support the show by shopping with us on Amazon. Just click through our link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. When you're buying all those back to school goodies, Scott's getting ready to help Emily move into Michigan. He's going to be buying a lot of stuff for that dorm, dude. Right?
Yeah, like right outside this door here is what we call dorm. I should do like on the Discord. I should take a photo and show you dorm central. Right, is what we're calling it.
I remember when we moved Paige, dude. I was like, "Are you done? Like, have we bought everything yet? Like, for real? Like, your dorm room is like as small as this room. How do you need that much stuff? Like, it can't. There's no way it can fit. Like, for real. Anyway, and I thought we're paying all this money for a dorm room. I thought it was furnished, like a little desk. Anyway, when you buy the school supplies, just please use our Amazon affiliate link. It helps us out. It costs you nothing extra. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And also you can become a patron of the show. It's patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. $5 a month is all it costs to support our podcast. You get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. This week we talked about Nintendo Wii memories. I talked about how back in the day, I messed up on the show this morning. I thought I got it in 2006. I went back to the pictures. I got it in 2007. It was a mutual gift for myself and Paige, because big gift that Christmas. We ended up having birthday tournaments with our entire family, traveling trophy for the family. Whoever won was Wii bowling. We had Wii bowling tournaments four different times. Had to take Tylenol. I bowled so much, like I almost bowled my left arm right off of my body. And we did a cool school project with a Nintendo Wii. So that was this week's Mike in the Midwest. You get that show if you become a patron. $5 a month is all it costs. So come on over and check us out. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. And a huge thank you to everybody who supports us over there already. It means a lot. Also, social media at Be Our Guest Mike, Instagram, x.com, and Threads. For myself, Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT, same places for him. But the place you need to go today, right now, instantly, is Must See Adventures over on YouTube. Scott, I know a new episode dropped as of this show airing today, but if you're checking it out on the feed, it's still fresh. What's up?
It is still fresh. So it's another North Shore day. So we go to a North Shore soap factory. Try to say that 3 times fast. I bet you can't. I should have, you know how we do the blooper reels to start our episodes? I should do a blooper reel of Liz doing the narrations.
Mhm.
She hated me on that one, trying to say that word, trying to say North Shore Soap Factory. That's a fun one to say.
North Shore Soap Factory. Yeah, see, I didn't think too hard though. See, I had to,
you got to think. Yeah, you got to think about it. Anyway, we spent a lot of time on the North Shore, lots of fun, shrimp trucks, lots of eating and snacks and all that. And yeah, more time at Alani, more time in the pools, Monkey Pod. It's a great episode of just cruising along the North Shore, a great spot on the island. But yeah, like and subscribe. More Hawaii videos are coming. We have 2 more videos this series, and then we're going to be going back towards Disney Cruise Line. So like and subscribe today.
Like and subscribe. Must See Adventures on YouTube. Do it today. I was wondering how many. I was going to ask how many more videos there are in the Hawaii series.
2 more. So
to the end of the trip, I didn't know how many more.
Yep. So we have 2 more, and like one of them is like our checkout day. So it's going to be more like how's the airport look and things like that, you know, which I think are kind of interesting videos. I like seeing other airports and things like that, or like what people do on their travel day. So that'll be kind of like a smaller shorter video, but I think it'll be interesting. So
I love airports, to be honest. I like the logistics of everything. And plus, like if you're flying into that airport or flying out, it just gives you a comfort level.
I think you would love Honolulu because it is open air.
I've seen it on Amazing Race. I totally want to go to that airport. Amazing Race has flown in and out of that airport a couple times. I so want to go in and out.
And they have this like Japanese garden, like you can walk through, and there's koi ponds and stuff. It's a cool. I think each airport has like these unique qualities to them, and that's why I just love airports. Like you said, they're pretty neat.
So if you have a hot take, you don't like MCO.
So yeah, we can talk about this on our, but MCO, like it's dated. And the problem is, me and Liz were just talking about this on our last trip over the Be Our Guest podcast cruise. It's such a busy airport. I don't think they have the time to like shut wings down to like do construction. You know what I mean? Like they can't refurbishment because it's so busy, but like, and I know the carpet is loved and all that, but it's stuffy, it's dated, it has a smell to it. Like it needs to be refurbished.
And here I have a thing too. I think the wing you go out of is worse case than like the wing I go out of Southwest. The Southwest wing isn't bad. Like I have no problem with it. It's at least as nice as St. Louis's airport where I fly out of. Like it's at least that nice.
But I hear like that Terminal C is like really nice, probably because it's newer, because it's got the fresh paint, and all that. But
where I'm at, it's decent. Where I go out, it's totally fine. But
the baggage carousel, like it smells bad. Like I don't know. Like and I think we talked about this with like Pop Century, like the value resorts. That's how I kind of feel about MCO. It just takes a beating because there's so many guests.
100% agree with that, dude. It is like just so many people, and you're right. They just can't shut it down.
And the restrooms are just always like filthy and dirty, and it's just because they can't keep up with it because there's so many guests. I mean, that's kind of how LAX is too, in a way, So it's just.
I agree with that.
Not a knock at the airport. It's just they can't keep up with that demand for keeping it nice and spruce. I feel like
you know what they have, and this is why they're beloved. And this is such a marketing genius. They have a great social media team.
Their social media team is great. I know that's why I don't ever want to. That's why I feel bad, like kind of knocking them. That's why I kind of try not to, like because their social media team is so great.
Yeah, I mean, they are they kill social media. They're so good at it, and that's why people love it. They give out the socks. They have the dogs. They any kind of current like event memes, they have the memes like immediately. Like they're so good. Like,
but like it's kind of interesting, right? Like I know we're gonna close it up, but like with a theme park, you can shut down like a Big Thunder Mountain, or like you can do this refurbishment. Like it's harder to do at an airport, to do like a refurbishment. Like you can shut down some gates, but then that's gonna just be another headache. Like, are you going to divert flights, or are you going to like cancel flights, or like I don't know. Well, I don't book flights. I'm not a flight, like I don't want to know the logistics behind that. That would be a nightmare. So like, I don't know what it's like to have to do refurbishments, but it's got to be challenging, no doubt.
There you go, everybody. Got a bonus 4 minutes out of the show.
Hot take. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. People are like, yes, we got 4 more minutes on the treadmill. There you go.
I mean, it takes me to my magic place, but I just feel like it needs some TLC. The short version, it needs some TLC.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So you know where to follow us. We'll have another live show this Sunday night coming up, 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central, all the places: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And finally, like Billy said, come over and join us in the clubhouse. It's our Discord server. It's like a live chat / message board. It's the friendliest place for Disney fans on the internet. It's free for everybody. Just come on over. Just click in, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse, and I'll welcome you in and you'll be a part of the party. So come on over. We'll see you today. All right. We're jumping out of here and we'll see you this week on the shows. So if you're checking it out on Thursday, happy Thursday. If you're here live with us, we'll have a great trip report coming your way right here in less than an hour. So for Scotty G up in Michigan, for Must See Adventures, I'm Mike here in Missouri. You guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
Boom.
So
like I lost a couple subscribers today, and like I jokingly said, I mean, it's not super controversial, but there was like a funny sign at this like place in this video. Like I didn't make the sign. But it said like turn in your ugly like Cybertruck for a surfboard. And I thought it was just funny, so I just took a video of that. And like, as I was walking into the surf shop, and like, I lost a couple subscribers today. And I jokingly said like, oh, they probably didn't like that sign. Like I didn't make the sign though, but anyway, we were just talking about this now, but I got all those subscribers back. I'm up to 1,200 now. So I think So I think what we were just talking about just got me all my subscribers back. So thank you, Mike.
No, I mean, I never really look at subscribers that closely, but like on Twitter, mine go up and down. I only notice it because it's on that dumb thing back here. And like, I'll see it like every once in a while, like when I'm messing around. And I just think it's like robots.
It could be. I know. I wondered about that too. Yeah. Like, do I have bots that are subscribed or anything? Or
that's what I think it is. I don't even know if it's people. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And there was like, I know like a couple of Emily's like friends like subscribed like early on when I was trying to like get subscribers. And like maybe they just like are like, oh, I don't want to follow this. And they used like a couple of them like use their school account.
Oh yeah.
But now they've graduated, so their school accounts are probably like getting turned off, you know. So
it's true. I think about that. Yeah.
I have so many like weird theories. I'm always like, why would someone unsubscribe? Or maybe like when we do like the push right here, like when we talk about it, like maybe someone like goes to subscribe but didn't realize they did subscribe or already. So that's them unsubscribing. You know what I mean? Like,
ooh, I didn't think about that.
Like, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I mean, eventually, the next time we talk about it, they'll hit the button again, and then they're back subscribing.
We'll just keep pushing it till we get to 2,000 or whatever.
Yeah, but hey, we just got to a nice round number today. We got to 1,200, so that's awesome.
Keep going. We'll do it again tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
So you're good for tomorrow, though?
Yeah. And I think Pam was out the following week after that, so you got me for a while.
Yeah, cool. Because we'll have you till you go on your cruise, right, for the Labor Day?
Yeah, because like I fly home that Monday. So are you planning to record it on Labor Day then? Or
I usually do. Yeah, if I can.
So
if you're home, but if not, we could do Tuesday.
I won't be home because I'll probably be getting home later that day. So
you will be or won't be on
Labor Day? I will not be home. I will not be home Labor Day. I'll be home late Labor Day. So don't count on me Labor Day.
So we could probably go that Tuesday then. We'll skip Labor Day. We'll do Tuesday.
I will be home Tuesday. Yes.
Okay, we'll do Tuesday then.
Yeah. But yeah, you got me for the next 2 Mondays for sure.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So
I smell meatloaf, man. Ooh, the meatloaf.
Oh, dude, I haven't had meatloaf in so long, and I love meatloaf.
So Liz is like, she's just a good mom. She's making like the next 2 weeks Emily's like favorite meals for the next her favorite homemade meals for the next 2 weeks. Dude, so starting tonight with meatloaf, like she's already got like all the meals like planned for the next 2 weeks.
Dude, that is so good. I'm sitting here watching in a big egg, dude. I can't stop. It's so stupid. Yeah,
I'm curious about like the Big Brother house is like flipping again, right? Like some crazy moves are happening.
Well, I know who's there's one or two people's going home, but
the guy that's playing way too hard.
Yes. Or Morgan.
Oh, really? Oh, that's not a name I was expecting. Okay.
Well, because
she kind of like was playing a hand in last week's though. So
here's the deal. Cover your ears if you don't know. Okay, so real quick. Zach has that power, right? So he can buy himself off the block.
Is he going to if he's
he probably will because he's so Ava, right? Ava's the HOH, right? So Catherine's got the veto.
Mm-hmm.
So even if she doesn't play it, Zach's gonna buy himself off the block. Zach has told nobody he has this power. So he's sitting on the block with Vince and with
but Ava can deny it though, right? Decline the money. Is that how that works?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she has to take, I think.
Okay.
So he can buy himself off. So if he buys himself off, Ava is super like for real wanting to get more. She's got something out for Morgan. She's gonna throw Morgan up there, and I think they're gonna vote out Morgan.
Okay. Why didn't she put her up in the first place? I don't know.
I don't because she always had her like even from the get-go, she said that's gonna be the replacement. I think she's kind of wanting to backdoor her the whole way out. I don't think she wanted her playing in the blockbuster.
Gotcha.
Because she's super athletic.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I mean, Zach's probably, I wouldn't use it if I was Zach. He's probably safe, you know, like.
And probably.
He's probably safe if he's going up against Maui and like. Vince, he's probably safe.
Because Vince would probably get voted out of the three.
Which is crazy because like every week it's like Maui's going home.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he'll probably win I don't know. It depends what kind of blockbuster competition it is. But this Vince, he gets on my nerves so bad. Like
I liked him the first couple of weeks though, but
he's so paranoid. Like he stayed up all night last night, like him and Morgan both, like the entire night. Because when I got on the treadmill, so I got on the treadmill at like 5:03, okay, my time Central, right? So it was 3:03.
Yeah,
it was 3:03 3:03 on the East Coast or on the West Coast, and he was still talking to Morgan in the bathroom, dude, and they were still talking in the bathroom when I got off the treadmill, and it was It was 2.5 hours later. Like, and they were still, and he's talking in this dumb egg costume. Wait, have you seen the costume?
Oh, I saw a photo of him like in this egg
he's like in
costume.
this detective, like Columbo looking costume with an egg.
Yeah.
And he's doing it right now. He's carrying this big old like microscope around, this magnifying glass. I mean, it is just killing me. And then you got Keanu serving these pigs in a blanket on his.
He's like in a butler costume.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, what am I watching? But like Rachel got so mad at Morgan, like right before it came down to get this ready, she told Morgan off. She's because like Morgan keeps saying like she's gonna get Rachel in jury, and Rachel doesn't want to go to jury. Like she doesn't want to get stuck there because she only want to be away from her kids and Brandon. Right. Like she wants to be home or win. Like
or final three.
She wants to either be in the finale or not make jury. She's like, you aren't gonna screw with me, just put me in jury just for a vote. I'm not playing that game. And she heard that, Morgan wanted her just to be in jury to like kind of guide the jury towards like their side of the house. She's like, oh no, dude, she like went off. I was like,
oh, wow.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're kind of getting close to jury, right? Just 2 more people to go, probably.
They can't decide if it's going to be a 7 or a 9 person jury, but yeah, it'd be probably 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Thinking.
Crazy.
But, yeah.
Well, you know what? This has been a better season than the last couple. I feel like so.
People are likable. The gameplay is not great. Like, there's not a lot of like.
But like, I kind of hate to see Jimmy go home because he stirred the pot. At least, like, he was kind of funny. Like,
it happened so late. Like, there was not a whole lot of drama. Like, he didn't get a chance to like do much.
They did. Like, that was kind of crazy. They just like brought him in.
Yeah, I mean that's how you get them though. Like, I mean, it was just I mean, that's definitely how you backdoor somebody.
But like a Lauren or a Catherine is so boring. Maybe on the feeds they're interesting. Like, I don't know.
No, they don't do anything.
Yeah, like that's send them home. Like they're so boring.
Yeah, but I do want like Morgan and Vinny though. They just whine constantly. I want one of them to get out. So
okay.
I'm ready.
And now, so they start everyone join in. They got the pre-show with college football, and then they got the Big Brother
live feed recap. There you go. So we'll see Ava become. It came down to Will and Ava on the HOH, and they tried to throw it to each other. So I want to see how that went.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we shall see tonight on the show.
Shall see. All right, sounds good.
Everybody, we said hello and enjoy the meatloaf. God,
same here. All right, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow.
See you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.